the 5 things you need to know to uncover the hidden strength that you have to make your dream healthcare practice inevitable. Hello, I'm Marinda Nelson, soul coach and healthcare consultant. I help healthcare providers go from bored and burned out to truly doing what they love. And today, this week, we are talking about uncovering this hidden strength that you have. There's probably more than one, there's probably multiple buried deep down in there. So, we're going to start with who is it that you are not supposed to be? What parts of you do you believe that people don't want to see? That you have put in a cage and hidden deep in the dark way over there, hopefully to never be seen. What parts of you are unlovable, are undesirable, that you know that you cannot be a successful provider if anybody sees that part? I want you to put these in the comments. I'm going to be doing videos each day this week on different characteristics. Either I've worked with clients on, or I've worked with myself and taken those out of the cage and then let those be a strength to support me. Because here's what we do. This characteristic that we're not supposed to be, that we've caged, we stay so far away from that we've gone completely to the other side. So if you're not supposed to be controlling, you let people walk all over you. If you're not supposed to be bitchy, you never set a boundary. If you're not supposed to be high maintenance, you're not taking care of yourself. If you're not taking any praise or gratitude or letting your accomplishments be seen at all. How much energy have you spent? How much abandoning you and your yourself have you done to keep that part of you in the cage? Thinking and realizing how much you haven't said, how many experiences you haven't had, how many undesirable experiences you have had because you're trying to keep that part of you caged. Who have you pushed away? Who have you not let in? Who have you let in that you probably shouldn't have let in? And who told you can't be that? This is society. This is our parents. This is siblings, family members. This is religious leaders when we're young, teachers, neighbors, romantic partners, business partners, teachers, trainers, mentors, and the ones that are blatant, like, don't be a bitch. That's one thing. But it's the ones that are the admonishments from the people that seemingly care. These are the ones that kind of weasel their way in there, the thorns in your side that we give space to. And the ones that we've given space to as adults, those are one thing. Those are things that are going to come up more quickly. But there are some of these that have now become identity, that are more difficult to see and to tease apart and to come to from a place of choice. Is this truly who I am, or is this who I believe I need to be loved or to be successful? This is something that we spend a lot of time on, especially in my foundational pre-leadership programs. It's woven through everything that I do, but especially in these early personal reflections. What is it that I love? What is it that I desire? Having your back, building your confidence, gaining the clarity to know where you're headed and really put your energy toward that type personal reflection conversations that we have, where we really spend time on realizing how impactful and how influential you are in your own world. Because here's what's going to happen when we start to take this characteristic out of the cage. then the people that you have brought into your world or given space to that were attracted to that mask of yours, that fake part of you, that part of you that you believed you needed to be, that wasn't actually you, they're going to drift away. So realizing that you are the one that creates your experience, you are the one. So if there is one administrator that doesn't like you, or one community leader, or one that you've got your own back, that you are the one that's influential and impactful in your life. Letting that person drift away, fade away, stomp away, explode away, whatever they need to do, holding the space, saying, no, this is who I am, and allowing those that are attracted to that to come into your world. Because some clients, some patients are looking for that kicked back, laid back, really realistic provider that's super casual and talking like, real. And some people want the really organized jargon and technical language kind of a provider. I worked with a provider who was an orthopedic doctor. He had such a fear of being greedy, but he liked nice things. And so we spun that. He was an adrenaline junkie. He was very athletic, very into adventure sports. And so we helped him niche into the wealthy people that were doing these sports and these activities. And so he and his staff and his clients' experiences to really liking nice things and to having those experiences where he got to have the fancy car and do the fancy things and do the premium. And some of you want to kick it in your boots and have the skin conversation with the motorcycle patients or with the farmers, with the ranchers. There's a place for each of you. This conversation becomes more challenging when we are not in some of the large population centers. But I focus on working with those of you in the central US where populations are 30,000, 130,000, 13,000, 3,000. And it's harder to believe that the population for you to be who you want to be is there because you see a lot of cornfields, or you see a lot of desert prairies, or you see a lot of just mountain ranges. I promise you the people are there. It may take being more creative, but again, once you know and you've owned all of who you are and you've allowed this strength to be your specialty and to help it set you apart from everybody else in your subspecialty or in your specialty or in your region, that people are looking for you and they are willing to drive, and there are systems and structures set up to help them come to you or you come to them, however that ends up working out for this hidden strength of yours to become your specialty and to help it make your dream practice inevitable. Important as we build the foundation where you know that you'll get to be cherished, loved, and respected for all of who you are. But they can't do that if they don't see it. When this characteristic was trapped in the cage in the basement and someone got too close to it, picture a trigger or someone that's scared, that's been cornered, they're going to lash out. Run. That's how you're seeing this characteristic come out now. But when you take this characteristic out of the cage, it gets to be a thing that supports you. So when you take out controlling, then it's going to set up policies, procedures, boundaries, standards. That's a really powerful skill and characteristic to bring into developing your dream practice. If it's high maintenance, man, you get to take care of yourself. This is self-love. You get to help your patients do the same. This is a really incredible characteristic to bring into a healthcare practice, to have this conversation with people understanding that they're feeling like they can't do this, but really they can. Man, what an empowering conversation. What an incredible resource you can be for your patients. This is what we're going to be talking about this week is each of these different ideas. So I mentioned earlier, you're going to post in the comments who it is that you're not supposed to be and talking about how these can actually, instead of a hindrance and a weakness and a darkness, actually come out and be a strength for you. Okay. So we're going to be talking about that this week. And then I want to leave you with this last question. If there wasn't a way it had been done before, if you hadn't always done it a certain way, because some of these are so ingrained, they become your identity, your personality, your characteristic. We talked about that earlier. But if there wasn't a way you had always done this, or you had always seen it done, how would you do it now? Your dream practice is inevitable. We'll talk to you soon.